G'day folks, welcome back to Sunstate Metal Detecting. Thanks for joining us for another metal detecting adventure. Today we find ourselves back down at the beach. I haven't been down here in over a month. I thought it's high time we carry on our little journey seeking old silver coins down here. Now the spot where we're starting today, you may not recognise, it's changed a lot since we were here last, but this is actually the spot where I found the 1800s thimble only about a month ago. That time we were heading down in that direction, but today we are turning around and we are going up that way. So let's go and grab the equipment and we'll start heading off in that direction and we'll see what we can find. I'll see you at the first signal. Oh, it's one of my favourite things. It's a brass button. Probably somebody sat here a while ago and lost a few coins out of their pocket and now they're in mine. Oh, it's a ring. It's a silver ring. Nice find. Okay. Alright, well we're not long underway. I had a smacking great 30 signal just in front of me here. I thought for sure it was going to be a pull tab until I dug it. It's not. We have the circuit board of a phone. I think it's the second one of these I found now. This one seems to have a couple of layers to it, so it could be the circuit board and maybe part of the screen, but yeah, it's been pretty severely beaten up by the rocks. Anyway, we're going to pop that in the junk pocket. It's of no use to us. We'll carry on. Alright, and as has become customary on the channel, I inevitably find myself standing inside a tree. Say hello to the tree that I'm standing in. I'm sort of thankful I'm in here because it is starting to just gently rain. There will be a few passing showers, so I may have to duck for cover a couple of times, but we're going to try our best to find stuff anyway. Now, just in front of me here, I do have a target. Funny sort of numbers, a little bit jumpy, but we're going to have a go. Let's see. I'm going to take that as maybe like a 44, 45, 46, something like that anyway. So we'll have to see. Could it be something interesting? What I'm figuring is that if it's been stuck up in the tree here, other detectorists are probably not bothered, so just maybe it's something good. Oh, okay, we do have it out. Oh, it's one of my favourite things. It's a brass button. With writing, it says Excelsior. Okay, so that's going to be, I think, a suspenders button. Just check, yep, 4-hole pattern on the back. So that's going to be like a turn of the century, late 1800s, early 1900s button right there. Cool, I like finding these, and it tells us that we are immediately on the right track. So that's really, really great. All right, let's get this filled in. I'm going to do a bit more searching under the tree here, and I'll report back what I find. Alright, we're still in the tree. Actually, that's just the hole our button came out of. Just near it, I do have another tone. $26.27 and really, really firm. So I wonder whether that could be a coin. Let's find out. Oops, I heard it and I accidentally hit the tune out button at the same time. Let's try that again. Yep, not too far under. Let's see. Oh yeah, we're onto that lovely gravel. Gravel that holds all the good treasures. Okay. Well, it's not coin. Just see, what am I looking at there? I'm not certain. Is it? Oh, it's brittle. I don't know. It is going to be scrap anyway, so we'll throw that in the junk bag and we'll keep searching. Alright, still in the tree. So we've got our button out of this hole here, and I've got a couple other scraps of some miscellaneous metal, no treasure. And I'm just detecting the area around, and right underneath this log here, there's something there, and it's in the 70s. So that's got to be worth a dig. Although it is in a very, very awkward spot. I'm going to have to hug this log just to try and get to it. See if I can get a track on our object to start with. I can't. Right. Well, this is going to be fun, isn't it? Alright, let's try this. Let's just get a bit of this gravel out of the way. Okay, so it's under this great big rock at the top of our hole here, which should be able to remove. There we go. Okay. Oops. I'm going to move to my plastic shovel, just in case it's something nice. A nice coin that I'd rather not scratch up. Okay. Okay, it appears we're out. Oh, I am seeing a coin there. Bigger than I expected. What's that? Is that are we on a silver? Wouldn't that just be nice? Yep. Yep, we've got a ribbed edge. That is going to be a shilling, I think. Yeah, it's ribbed all the way around. Yep, there's a ram's head. We've got a Rams Head Shilling. Hey, that's nice. It's going to be a 50%. That's why it's gone all green and yuck and a bit ugh. But a little bit of tumbling, that should clean up really, really nice. So that is a fantastic sign. Old button and Rams Head Shilling in one spot. What else is in this tree? Let's keep searching. All right, well, the rain persists and I'm still up in the tree at the top of the beach. I've moved along a little bit further in the tree and I've just marked out a spot here with another find. Let's see what this is. Nice and consistent actually in the low 50s. There's a lot of different coins that could be amongst other finds that we like to search for. Now, let's see. Oh, yep, okay. A little bit of depth. Yep, big old rock there, so that could definitely be hiding our object. Let's see. Okay, just over here somewhere. Not sure what that's. Oh. It's not that. What am I looking at? Oh, yeah, there. It's another button. Hey, cool. It's another little 4-hole button. Tiny little thing, this one. Oh, I dropped it. There it is. Yep. Trying to throw it away. Has this one got writing on it? I can't quite tell. All right. Still, a nice little find. And I'm sure that one's going to clean up very nicely. So we'll put that in the treasures pocket. And that's another one that we'll tumble up later and see what we can find out about it. Let's keep looking. Alright, you'll have to forgive the awkward angle here. I'm literally on hands and knees to get inside this tree. There's a target in here I want to chase, and it goes a little something like this. Bear with me. Absolutely singing. Now that to me sounds like a threepence. So we have to investigate. Now, once I get myself in order, here we go. Let's have a look. Okay. Quite a few rocks here we'll have to maneuver around. And I'm afraid in this case it's the remnants of an old bullet, I think. Yeah. Alright, we'll bag that up and I'll search the rest of this tree. Alright, well it involves my evening. This evening is going to involve moving from tree to tree and occasionally digging a hole like a gremlin. There's another target under this tree that I think has some hope. It seems to have some depth on it. Let's see. Where is it? Yeah, we'll have to see. It wasn't showing those iron tones earlier, so hard to say for sure what this one's going to end up being. Just get a bit of this overburden out of the way first. All right. Move the detector further away. It's interacting with my pinpointer. Yeah. Alright, I might switch you off and bring you back for this one because I'm not entirely sure I'm on the right target. I'll be back. Alright, I missed it entirely. I've had to extend the hole and it's down here. Now, seeing as I'm close, I thought I'd bring you back out. We'll just work on the last little bit together. Let's see. Let's get this rock out of the way. Nothing jumping out. Okay, it was under that rock. Oh dear. After all that, it was just a sinker. Not to worry. We'll bag that up and we'll move on. Alright, well, I'm a little bit surprised by how quiet the beach is. Sort of expected to find a little bit more than I have, especially 1 and 2 cent pieces. I normally get heaps of them here and there's been none, so makes me think maybe someone else has been along here just recently and has sort of cleaned up a lot of the area. But that's okay, we're going to plug on anyway. I do have a target here we're going to have a look at. Sounds very shallow. Let's see what this is. .37 through 39. It's just in this erosion bank here. Not a big one, but still. Oh, it's just a twisted up mess of, looks like some sort of copper. Is that copper? I think it's copper wire. Let's get rid of whatever that is. Yeah, copper wire. All right, we'll add that to the scrap pile and we'll keep moving. All right, finally, a nice solid target. Let's see what this is. Nice and small too, which bodes well for a coin. A little bit deeper. Just hoping it's not a chunk of a can or something like that, which it very well could be as well. Ugh, that doesn't sound very nice. All right, coin or no? Oh yeah, there is a coin. It's $1. Yep. Awesome. Fresh drop too, not really overly corroded. Cool, let's add that to the tally and we'll march on. All right, well, I'm just making my way back to the car by way of the park and just searching the surface or the top couple of centimetres of ground here. This park is known for being exceptionally junky and I don't really want to spend all night here, so I've just got the very shallow depth set and I've got this. I'm wondering what on earth that is. It sounds exceptionally shallow. Not seeing anything. Okay. Oh yeah, what's that? There is something there. And I think it's... what is that? Is it a key ring thing? Yeah, it is. It's a big old, probably off a dog leash, I reckon. Yep, it still works too. I might actually have a good use for that. Awesome. I'll pop that in the treasure pocket and I'll see if it'll work for what purpose I have in mind when I get home. Let's keep moving. Well, we've got to have a go at this, don't we? That is extremely 50 cent like. I reckon if it is, it should be sat pretty well right on the surface, or at least very close to. It is. Hey, here we go. Oh, very good. And 2004. Cool. All right, add that to the pocket and we'll keep walking back to the car. All right, there's a lot of junk targets here, but there is one target here that sounds all right. We're going to have a go at this one. I marked it out with my foot because there's a lot of junk around and I didn't want to lose track of it. Anything in the 70s here has potential. Of course, it could just be a piece of a can or something like that as well, but it's worth the dig. Just got to find my pinpointer. Here we go. Okay, I've slightly missed it. Can feel the rain is starting to get a bit heavier, which is also a good reason to go home and have some dinner. All right, should be just about looking at it, and I can't see it. Oh yeah, coin. And it's a 1 cent. Oh, what a shame. That did have my hopes up. I thought it could have been a pre-decimal, but I do recall we did find a few 1 and 2 cent pieces intermingled in there with the with some of the older coins. Anyway, I'm just going to do a bit of a detect in this park as I walk back towards the car. Let's see what we can find. All right, well, we're back for day 2. It's an absolutely magnificent day to get out and do a bit of metal detecting down here. We're picking up more or less where we left off. We have moved a little bit further along, been detecting along the way, and there's been a few nice little finds, but we're going to keep going up in that direction there, around the bend, and see what we can track down. I'll see you at the first signal. All right, folks, we've got our first little target here that we're going to investigate. Now, you'll probably notice over the span from last time I was here to when I'm here now, we've got a different audio setup. Probably sounds a little bit different, hopefully a little bit better. So yeah, I'd like to hear your comments on what you think about the new audio setup and if there's anything that you'd like to see changed or anything that might make it a bit better. Anyway, let's get this target dug. Sounds pretty good. I'm going to say that sounds a bit like a coin, probably a little goldy. Be nice to get a spendy to start off the day. Yep, we've knocked it out of the hole. Let's see. Right here, yeah, there's a spendy. That's going to be $1. That one's been in there a little while. It's starting to get a bit green on it, so perhaps no one's been here in a few weeks. Awesome. All right, let's plug along. All right, second target, second possible coin. Let's have a go. It is a little bit jumpy for my liking, but given that it's got a double or triple bounce means it's probably right on the surface somewhere. Let's see. Yep, should be, yeah, there we go. That's a very minty fresh 5 cent. Cool. All right, coin number 2. Let's keep moving. All right, we have another potential coin here just by this little creek outlet. You can see here in front of me. Now, up until the big rains recently, this was only a very small outlet, and it's just been blown absolutely, asunder by the torrential amounts of rains. And no doubt there's going to be a few coins that have been washed out, but this one here may be one of those. Then again, it may not. Let's see. Certainly seems to be sitting around the right numbers. Although I'm a little bit concerned that it's sat in amongst all of these, bits of twigs and other rubbish, because that could mean it's just part of a can. Oh, it's actually in the twigs itself, I think. Is it? I've lost it. Yep, every time I move, oh yep, there it is. It's fishing gear. I thought that might be all it was. Okay, not to worry. We'll get that bagged up and we'll move on. All right, well, I think we've got one that's quite deep. Sounds real sketchy, but it is showing 5 out of 5 depth, and I would generally agree with that determination by the Manticore. Let's have a go. I reckon that's probably averaging somewhere in maybe the 60s, maybe to a low 70. Maybe. And it seems like it probably is just a fairly small target. Although it could just be a can. Low 60s. Okay. Nice and solid out of the hole now. Okay. Oh, it's a ring. It's a silver ring. Hi. Nice find. Okay, it's very, very tarnished, but there is a little blue gemstone in there. I'm not sure if that's going to come out well on camera or not. That is a lovely little silver signet ring. Very small, probably a child's size ring, but I'm happy to take silver any day of the week. So we'll bag that one up and we'll keep looking. All right, another target here we'll have a go at. Shouldn't be too deep. Going by those numbers, though, I'm not really expecting much. Let's get that stick out of the way. Where is it? Oh, is it attached to the stick? Oh, it is. There is a lure attached to the stick. Okay. Now let's just get a bit of a better look at him. I'll just snap the stick there. Oh, that's a nice one. ZX35 it says on there. The hook is well and truly disappeared off the end there, but the rest of it's all right, so it must be probably stainless, I would say. Yeah, that's a ripper. It's almost like a prawn almost. Yeah, little tendrils and an eye there. All right, well, we'll pop that in the bag. I might be able to make use of that one day. And we'll keep moving. All right, well, we're moving on to a section of beach I somehow have never done before. I've gone back through my journal of locations I've been, and this is definitely not one of them, at least the next sort of kilometre or so of beach. So hopefully there's going to be a few things for us to find. I do have a target here in front of me though. It does sound quite deep, and that's interesting because I think not far under this sand is going to be the gravel patch, which is where a lot of our older finds come from. So let's see, is it newer or is it older? There is a bit of an iron tone there, but I'm thinking, oh yep, straight away there's the gravel patch. So I was correct in my, oh no, it's a, maybe not gravel, it's a big old root. Oh yeah, okay. Okay, we still have a little ways to go. Now, it'll be interesting to see, is it ferrous or is it non-ferrous? I'm leading towards it being non-ferrous. Okay, should be just in here. Not seeing it. It is a ball sinker. Drat. So dare I say that's probably got caught up on this bit of a root here at one stage, and then it's just gradually filled in with sand. All right, let's keep moving. And we're in a tree, as is usually true to form, with a massive washead in it. This is no doubt damage from the storm a few months ago. And just over here, I do have a nice little tome we're going to investigate. Sounds like it could be fairly deep, so this could be a tricky dig, but we're going to have a go. I'm going to call that low to mid 50s. And I've had to deploy our light here because it is just so dark inside this tree. Now, first things first, can we hear it from the surface? I'm going to guess probably not. No chance. So, we'll start picking this apart. And we'll see what we can find. Actually, that was a lot shallower than I had anticipated. Ah, it's a key. Quite an old key too. There you go. All right, well, we'll pop that in the bag and we'll keep looking under this tree. Right, well, we have a rock crevice to search. This one sounds pretty darn good, although not too sure about the number. really nice strong response. We like those. Now, let's see. I think it's just in here. Now, this is going to be a rather tricky one, I suspect. Not to worry. Yep, okay. Should be under there. I wonder if this will... Just going to move the detector a little bit further away. This is going to be very difficult. I see that's cracked there, so let's just start by removing as many little pieces as we can. Oh, actually, that bit will come free. It's very heavy though. Sorry about the angle here. This is going to be rather awkward. Okay, I've got it lifted. So now we can sort of just dust out whatever was under there. It's just a sinker. Blast. I thought that might have been something nice that was wedged under there. All right, well, I'll try and put that back and we'll keep moving. All right, another nice tone. A little bit all over the place, but we do tend to get that with the stones here. It looks like we've got a layer of coral on top. Oh dear, I'm seeing fish and line. There is a little bit of something there, but I don't think that's going to be our target. We'll just double check just to be sure. No. Yeah, definitely still something there. But now the question is it related to that fishing gear? So I'll just get some of this top cover off like that. Getting absolutely nothing. Yep, big rocks there. Another one there. All right, let's see. Okay, more off to that side. Okay, let's see. So probably just under this rock here. Oh no, that's bedrock. Well, this is going to be a tricky one, I think. Oops, just got to reposition myself. Yeah, now this one's going to be wedged inside some bedrock. So I'm going to put you away and I'm going to bring you back once I'm a little bit closer. All right, we're there. You'll notice that we do have a coin. It might be a little hard to see, but there is a round green object there. And it's too big for a 2 cent. So, have we got a shilling? Yes, it's a Rams Head. Hey, we've got a Rams Head. And I can see the date on this one is 1960. Check that out. You might even be able to see detail on the camera there. So it's going to be Elizabeth II on the back. And that is our second shilling from this spot. You beauty. All right. We'll pop that away and we'll keep working our way along. Got another little target here. I'm just got to be very careful here. I've just had a big, a monstrous eastern grey kangaroo pop up just up in the bushes ahead of me. You're probably not going to be able to see him, but he's mid-frame there. He can hear me. He doesn't know where I am though. So anyway, we're going to dig this. Let's see what it is. High 50s, low 60s, something like that. And it should be up there somewhere. It's a bit dark in here. I might just brighten it up a little bit. There we go. Let's see. Okay. So it sounds like it's going to be underneath this sort of lightish bluey grey rock here. Yep, we're practically touching it there. And I think that might be a bullet or an old battery. Actually, no, it's an old battery. Yeah. We'll put that away and we're going to very quietly get out of this kangaroo's way. All right, folks, we might have another crevice find here. I'm seeing that there's this crevice sort of just up here, and then as we come down further, that could be a coin on edge. Now, let's see. How close to the surface are we? Not. Oh. Just over there. And indeed we do find a rock crevice. Okay, right down in here. Oh, getting mobbed by some bugs. Let's just see. Nothing's immediately apparent. This would be the sort of situation like a paintbrush or something similar might come in very, very handy. I do have some crevicing tools on the way, so they will make an appearance in a future video. Actually, we are further back here. I'm in the wrong spot, aren't I? Okay. All right. Still nothing jumping out at me. Oh yeah, maybe I... Is that silver? Oh, well, possibly. Could be like a, I don't know, like some sort of piercing. Possibly silver. So we'll throw that in the pocket and we'll see if we can figure that out when we get home. All right, let's move on. Okay, we have a lovely little tone just under these branches here. Let's have a go of this. Mid to high 60s. Good numbers in my book. Okay, still in there. Starting to hit a bit of dense gravel there. Now I'm going to have to swap the hand tools here. Shed some light on the situation. There we go. All right, let's see. Okay, well, it's small, whatever it is. I can tell you that much. Well, we should be practically touching it there. I am not seeing it. I get the feeling maybe I should be. Oh yes, there it is. It's $1. Bit of a, yeah, starting to get that crust on it, so it's been in there a while. But we'll take it all the same. Still spendable. Right, let's move on. All right, well, I've just stopped to have a quick sip of water and take my sun hat off and put my head torch on just after I finished digging our dollar coin here. And there's something else. So this was where the dollar was, and over here, if I'm a betting man, I'm going to say that's $2. Actually, better say it's $2. No, it's another $1. There we go. Probably more or less about the same age, so probably somebody sat here a while ago and lost a few coins out of their pocket, and now they're in mine. Cool, moving on. All right, well, we've got another little target here we're going to have a go at. We're roughly mid-beach, so this could be just about anything. Let's have a go. Where is it? There it is. Now, I know already that the sand scoop is going to be next to useless here because of all the rocks. So we'll use our trusty plastic scoop to get us started. Okay, we've got some depth. I'll get a few of these pebbles and rocks out of the way. Let's have another go. Okay, we're just about there. Oh, I see another great big dirty old sinker, which is going straight to the junk bag. Let's move on. All right, well, every metal detecting trip comes with its risks, and I've just faced a risk I'm not willing to go any further. Just as I was filming the end of that last clip, and as the moment I stood up, I think it was a big alpha kangaroo started snarling at me from out of the bushes. And the last thing I want to be dealing with is a 7-foot, 200 kilo monster that could potentially kick me into next week. So we're not going any further in that direction. I've had to backtrack and sort of make myself look big and tough and sort of just backpedal out of there as quickly as possible. But what we're going to do is we're going to start heading back in the direction we came. And oops, if I don't throw the Manticore on the ground, we are going to sort of work our way back to the beginning. And we'll come back to this spot at some point in the future to finish off where we left off. All right, onwards and upwards. All right, well, I'll be moving pretty quickly. I just wanted to get as clear away from the angry animal as possible. I've still got no idea what it was. Probably a kangaroo, but could have just as been a dingo or some sort of feral, whatever. But something I'd rather not mess with. We are almost halfway back, I'd say. And we've got this little tone a little bit lower down on the beach. Let's see what it is. A little bit jumpy, like most of the tones here are. So it could be just about anything. Just going to get my pinpointer out. Okay, should be just down here next to this bit of bedrock here. Oh, what's that? It's a little tiny round piece of metal. It's too small for a threepence. Plain edge. Very strange. Maybe a little hole at the top. Sort of, yeah, I don't know. Well, I'll clean it anyway, and if it ends up being anything of interest, you'll see it at the end. Let's move on. Okay, folks, we're nearing the end of our little adventure for today. We do have a scratchy little deep tone here that I'd like to investigate before we finish up for the night. Might be something, might be nothing, but definitely worth a dig. Let's see. Now, I know it's showing ferrous, but I have my doubts whether there is any ferrous involvement here. I think it could just be just the sheer depth of the find. Or there could be a layer of gravel causing it to, not ring true. I have hit something there, which I think might be a big old rock. We'll try for one more scoop. Ooh, okay, I think we might be moving the hand tools. Oh no, we've got it out. Over here, I think. Oh, blast. It's just an old bottle cap. Yeah, well, not to worry. Alright, well, we've reached the end of another little metal detecting adventure. Just got back to the park where I started and just washed the equipment off. And I thought I'd just show you the last find that I had. The camera unfortunately had a bit of a conniption and didn't save the file. We have a little sheriff dude from Cars. I don't know what his name is, sheriff something or other. But that was buried about 4 scoops deep down on the beach right out in the front of the park here. So no doubt some child has lost that at some point quite a while ago, and there it is. We now have it. Anyway, we'll pop that one away. And thank you very much for joining us on our little adventure today. I hope you enjoyed coming along. If you like videos like this, make sure to subscribe. We do release a new video just like this every week. And also make sure you hit the like button to be sure to, tell us what you thought. Anyway, I'm going to go and hop back in the car and head home and have some dinner. And we'll catch up with you on the next adventure. Stay safe and happy hunting. And it's a lead top roofing screw. Oh, there's another roofing screw. Lead top roofing screw. Feels like lead. I'm thinking a bullet. Maybe a bit of a chain, like a bike chain. Our target was a sinker. Nope, it's just a twisted up pull tab. And should have known, it's just a big old screw. It's a ball of aluminium. Now that's a large nail. That's weird. It's a pull tab bringing up really, really low. And nope, that's pull tab. So it's a one of these beaver tail ring pulls. No, unfortunately, it's just a little prill of melted aluminium by the looks of that. But in this case, it's just a little tiny sinker. Yep, a pull bottle cap, fishing line with the sinker attached. I get the feeling it could just be a piece of melted aluminium. Oh, big old sinker again. Actually quite an old aluminium bottle cap. What have we got there? Yeah, just some old fishing gear by the looks of that. Huh, it was a pull tab after all. Oh dear. Yeah, just another sinker. Something there, I think. It's just a big old ball sinker. And it's just a big old ring pull. Are you kidding? It's just a screw. Yep, fishing gear it is. It's going to be just a melted glob of aluminium.